Vinny, next one. Who are your top 3 picks this year? We've already established that Christian McCaffrey is number 1. Who are 2 and 3?
I think Dalvin Cook is certainly number 2 for me. It's still a run-heavy offense there in Minnesota. He does everything for them. We didn't see Alexander Madison look all that great. I know he's still valuable if we want to have him as a backup, but it's still the Dalvin Cook domination there in terms of the touches. They're not going to change things up offensively. So Dalvin Cook and also the receiving role, and that's what puts him a little bit ahead of Derrick Henry. Now, I've had a tough time with Derrick Henry versus Alvin Kamara for number 3. I want to think they might lean more on Alvin Kamara, but is that quarterback situation going to hurt them? And Taysom Hill, when we know Hill was out there, that hurt Kamara's numbers because Hill was stealing a lot of what he was doing last year. So I think the safer pick right now is Derrick Henry. But if Jameis Winston, if I knew he was going to start, I might go with Alvin Kamara barely. And of course, in half and full point PPR, I think I would lean Kamara, and standard for sure, go with Derrick Henry.
Matt?
McCaffrey and Cook, draw a line under those two. They stand alone at the top. If it's PPR, I go Kamara. If it's not, I go Henry. But to Vinny's point, I really want Winston to be the starter. And I hate that neighborhood. I don't want to pick 3. I don't want to pick 4. The difference between my 3rd running back and my 12th running back really isn't that different. In fact, I'm looking at them. I mean, I have Henry 3rd and Chubb 12. They're kind of the same guy.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Cleveland's offensive line's better, and he might even be more talented. He's younger, right? I like Jonathan Taylor a lot. I don't know if he should be the top 3, but that's somebody who looked really good at the end of last year. His offensive line's really good. We know they want to run the ball. Again, he's probably what, Matt, for you, RB9, RB10, and there's really not a difference too much between him and the guy that you're going to get at 4. So
he's 11. And my worry is that his catches were a bit of a mirage, that they're Phillip Rivers dump-offs. And he's a better receiver than Chubb or Henry. But Mack isn't going away, and Nyheim Hines is the receiving back. Not Taylor's fault, but I think there's a chance that'll be his all-time high in catches in a season.
But this is why you want to draft at the end of the first round. Right, because if you can start a draft with like Jonathan Taylor and Nick Chubb at the turn, like that's an incredible start. Give me that over who you get at 3 and at 22 later in your draft, right?
Along those lines, not that those names you mentioned are anything wrong with the way to start your team, but if I can start with Najee and Gibson, I'm doing cartwheels. Those are the 2 I want my first 2 picks to be.